Planning a trip to Thailand and not sure where to go? We spent 5 weeks traveling all across Thailand, and in this video I will share my honest review and personal ranking of every place we visited. So, if you want a real insight on which spots are truly worth it, this video is for you. We booked most of our hotels and transportation a few months in advance, which I highly recommend if you're traveling during a high season like we did. Otherwise, it can be quite difficult to find affordable places to stay, and a couple times we almost could not get from one city to another because all of the buses were fully booked. Traveling around Thailand is actually very easy. We've got buses, ferries, cheap flights to almost every destination. And one thing that I would like to mention is how safe I felt during the whole trip. I was traveling with my boyfriend, but honestly, if I had been alone as a woman, I would still feel safe. The people are really friendly, helpful, and I didn't feel uncomfortable walking around or using public transportation. First, we landed in Bangkok, where we stayed twice. First from the 25th till the 27th of December, and then from the 23rd till 25th of January. And at first the city felt quite overwhelming because there's so much going on all the time. But that's what makes it special. It's lively, exciting, and full of surprises. The food was incredible, with Michelin star restaurants where you can eat delicious food for 2 or 3 euros. Right now we are in a restaurant, and this restaurant has Michelin star, and we order soups. I don't really know what this soup is made of, but we will find out. Everything is so close together. Every few minutes we have something new to try or see. It's so fun to walk around here because we have so many things to do and so many things to look at. Bangkok is also known for its breathtaking temples. Visiting those temples gives you a glimpse into Thailand's rich culture and spiritual heritage. Bangkok is also home to the very first Muay Thai stadium, a must visit for anyone curious about Thai culture. It was my first time ever seeing a fight live, and I've never been a big fan of fights, but surprisingly, I really enjoyed the experience. The crowd was cheering. The atmosphere was electric, and the Thai music playing in the background made it an unforgettable experience. For me, Bangkok is a city everyone should visit at least once. I could stay there up to 7 days maximum because I think after that it could get a little too intense. Also, Bangkok is a really good starting point in Thailand because mostly the flights are the cheapest there compared to other cities or islands, and it's quite easy to get mostly everywhere from there across the country. My rating? 8.5 out of 10. After Bangkok, we went to Koh Chang with a bus and then a ferry, where we stayed from the 27th to 31st of December, and Koh Chang is a part of Trat province. Koh Chang means Elephant Island because on the map, the shape of the island looks like an elephant's head, and I really liked it there on Koh Chang. The beaches were beautiful and peaceful, the people were friendly, and the prices were affordable. This area where we are is so nice. We have, I think it was supposed to be a bungalow, but we have a whole house ourselves with the kitchen. It's not such a popular tourist destination yet, so it felt authentic and relaxed. I feel really relaxed. All of my muscles are relaxed. I have no tension in my body. It's also quite easy to get there, so it was quite convenient for us. We explore both the west and northeast side of Koh Chang. Most travelers stay on the west side because it has nicer beaches and more accommodation options. The east side is less touristy with fewer beaches and limited taxi access, making it more expensive to get there. We stayed on the northeast side of the island, which was already quite tricky to reach, and this site is also home to many locals, which makes it a perfect place if you want to escape tourist crowds and make the experience more authentic. We are on the other part of the island that we were before, and this is completely not touristy, as you can see behind me. Like, we are in some kind of village. One thing I especially loved about Trat province was the climate. Even though it was hot like mostly everywhere in Thailand, I felt the most comfortable there. It was not as muggy or humid as in the other parts. My first GoPro dip in Thailand. I won't swim right now because it's quite cold, windy, and it will be sunset in 20 minutes. But I'm really curious if there are some fishes around me. I doubt it, but let's check it. Another cool thing is that Koh Chang is actually very close to Cambodia, and there are many ferries that can take you there. So if you're planning to combine Thailand and Cambodia in one trip, you can just take the ferry from Koh Chang. On many islands there's no Uber or regular taxis. Instead, they use large, specially built open trucks where people can sit in the back. And if you want to move around the island, you just hop into one of these shared taxis. You could also rent a scooter, but if you have a lot of luggage, it could be quite inconvenient. So I would recommend using one of those big trucks. My rating, 9 out of 10. Then we took 1.5 hour ferry to Koh Kood, where we stayed from the 31st of December till 4th of January. And honestly, it was the most beautiful place I've ever visited. It felt like paradise, quiet, untouched, with amazing beaches and crystal clear water. It's the most incredible beach I have ever seen. If you want to get away from the crowds and really relax, Koh Kood is a perfect island.
When are you ready to fall?
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Over 70% of the island is a rainforest, making it a paradise for nature lovers. Even though I was sick for 2 days while we were there, I thought that I feel good, but I still feel a little bit sick and it's just killing me. I really enjoyed Koh Kood because we stayed right by the beach with an amazing water, and honestly, it was enough for me to enjoy the experience. It's so beautiful. We've been staying in the bungalow. They're like somewhere there. The beach is incredible. Not so many people. We woke up today at 8:30 and it was practically nobody in the water. And quick tip, if you ever get food poisoning or stomach problems while in Thailand, I recommend you taking this medicine. It's easy accessible. You can buy it in a supermarket, pharmacies or local stores. And as soon as you feel unwell, just take it. It's really helpful and helped me recover quickly. My rating, 10 out of 10. After spending a few amazing days on Koh Kood, it was time to head north to Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, where we were from the 4th till the 8th of January. And the journey was quite long. First we took 1.5 hour ferry to Koh Chang, then a ferry to the mainland, and then a bus to Bangkok, and then a flight to Chiang Mai. One important tip, always arrive early for your connections. We almost missed our ferry from Koh Chang to the mainland because we could not find the person that had our tickets, and it turned out into a chaotic rush. So definitely plan some extra time. We are in Chiang Mai yesterday. The whole day was a journey to get here, and we had some complications, some troubles, some problems, so I was quite stressed. When we landed in Chiang Mai, the first thing I noticed was the climate. It was way cooler as Bangkok or the islands, so if you're planning to travel north, definitely bring some warmer clothes. We didn't spend too much time in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, and we mostly stay in the cities without exploring surrounding jungles or mountains. In my opinion, the cities are quite average. They're nice, but not as lively or unique as other parts of Thailand. That said, the food in Chiang Mai was amazing. You can try authentic Thai cuisine, and when you feel like switching it up, you can try some European dishes. Now I will try something. I don't really know what is it. I only know that it's matcha. Inside is almond milk. This blue thing, I don't know what is it. Here I have something. Smells like nothing. And Chiang Mai even surprised us. We saw a king of Thailand because he was visiting the city while we were there. We are on the way to see the king. So even if you think there's not much happening, unexpected things can make your trip feel really special. Chiang Rai was a bit more entertaining and memorable for me because we went to the tea plantation and it was the highlight of our entire trip. We also went to the White Temple, which is quite touristy, but I highly recommend visiting it. Keep in mind that the tea plantation is about 1 hour drive from Chiang Rai and located high up in the mountains, so it's way colder there, so don't forget to bring some warmer clothes. We're going to the tea plantation. My outfit is not the nicest, but it's warm. The tea plantation right now is 13 degrees. The name of the tea plantation that we visited was Tea Plantation 101, and you can try a tea for free there and also buy one if you feel like it. We went there without a tour guide, but if your budget allows it, I would highly recommend hiring one because they can translate what the people working at the tea plantation are saying or just share some interesting facts with you. My rating of Chiang Mai is 6.5 out of 10 and Chiang Rai 8 out of 10. After Chiang Rai, we flew to Phuket late at night, where we stayed on the 8th of January. And Phuket is usually a starting point of many island hopping trips, and that's exactly what it was for us. We didn't stay long there, but my first impressions were that it's busy, crowded, and touristy. So we're happy that we're leaving this hotel now. From Phuket, we took a ferry to Koh Phi Phi, where we stayed from the 9th till 11th of January. Koh Phi Phi is one of the most famous islands in Thailand, mostly because of the Maya Bay. But honestly, as soon as we arrived, it was filled with tourists. The harbor was chaotic and there are no roads on Koh Phi Phi, so you either have to walk or go with a boat taxi, which for us was a bit of a mess. The island is very beautiful, but it feels overpriced and touristy. Our bungalow even charged extra for air conditioning and the staff wasn't friendly. On the island, there's one big club that plays the music until 3 a.m. and even though our hotel was a couple kilometers away, we could still hear the music. There's music playing from a bar that's not so close to our resort. It's been playing since 2 p.m. Now it's 6 p.m. We also tried a snorkeling tour which turned into a nightmare. Our longtail boat broke and because of that we missed some snorkeling stops, and on the way back the waves were so high that I thought we would flip over. So if you're planning to do a similar trip, go with a speedboat instead. The island itself, it's really beautiful with turquoise water and stunning nature, but because of the crowds and our bad experience, we don't plan to go back there.
The best thing about this place is that you can never be too loud. No one can come here, knock on the door and be like, hey, sorry, but could you please be a little bit more quiet?
My rating, 3 out of 10. Only because of the beauty of the island. From Koh Phi Phi we took a ferry to Koh Lanta, where we stayed from the 11th till the 13th of January. And compared to Koh Phi Phi, this island is way calmer and less chaotic. The vibe is really relaxed and it feels safe and quiet. The highlight of the island is the national park. We are in the national park and it's really pretty here. We had to pay a fee, 420 for both of us. It's not too big and has 2 main trails. One is an easy walking path and the other one is a little bit more challenging, and it's an about 1 hour long hike that leads to a beautiful viewpoint. We managed to do the hike with a flip-flop, so it wasn't that hard. We made it! It took us exactly 1 hour. On this hike you can spot wildlife like monkeys, snakes or spiders. The beaches in my opinion were pretty average, nothing too special, and keep in mind that Koh Lanta is quite expensive. But I think it's a perfect island for families with children because it's spacious, peaceful and quiet. My rating, 5.5 out of 10. We stayed on Koh Samui twice. First from the 13th till the 15th of January and then again from the 20th till the 23rd of January. And even though Koh Samui is quite touristy, it's also big, so we can find some less touristy spots. Look how pretty it is! However, taxis and Ubers are quite expensive, and overall everything felt pricier compared to other islands. When we were there, the wind was quite strong and the water wasn't really clear, and at this time the beaches for me were quite average. While on Koh Samui, we visited an elephant sanctuary. We are going to the elephant sanctuary. Yay! And even though it was quite pricey, because we paid around 80 euros per person, it was definitely worth it. But if you're planning to go to an elephant sanctuary, do your research, because not every elephant sanctuary is an ethical one. Mostly when you can ride the elephant or bathe with them, it means that the sanctuary is not ethical, and less interaction with tourists, the better. The Samui Elephant Sanctuary, however, is fully ethical, no riding, no tricks, just a place where elephants can live freely, and I highly recommend going there and support it. That was such an incredible experience. You could see that the elephants are really happy here. The people that were taking care of the elephants had a lot of knowledge about them. If you get a chance, I definitely recommend flying into or out of Koh Samui airport. It's not like a typical airport. It feels more like a relaxing spa with its open-air design and tropical vibe. It's a great way to start or end your trip. My rating? 7 out of 10. From the 15th till the 20th of January, we stayed on Koh Tao. We took a ferry from Koh Samui, and honestly, it was the worst ferry ride of my life. The waves were extremely high, and even though the ferry was huge, it felt like it could break at any second. At one point, they even handed out throw-up bags because many people got sick. I was terrified, but luckily we arrived safely. So my advice for you is, when you travel from Koh Samui or Koh Phangan to Koh Tao, try avoid going when it's windy. Once we arrived, Koh Tao felt quite touristy because it's a popular diving destination, and it's also why we came there. We did a 4-day diving course with Octopus Dive, and our instructor Nina was truly the best. She made us feel safe, she made sure we learned a lot, and also had fun the whole time.
A little bit more.
After finishing the course, we finally had time to explore the island, and I completely fell in love with it. Koh Tao is definitely in my top 3 places we visited in Thailand. The island has stunning viewpoints, cozy cafes with amazing views, and a surprisingly great food scene. You can find Thai dishes, European options, and even vegan food, which in Thailand is really rare. Welcome to the next episode of Ada is trying some weird shit. We have blue margarita. It's 80% alcohol. Viva Las Vegas. I think it will be really strong. I don't know if I can drink. The beaches were beautiful with crystal clear water, and I even saw turtles for the first time in my life, and it was a really amazing experience. My rating? 9 out of 10. So that's our 5-week journey through Thailand. From busy streets of Bangkok to the paradise of Koh Kood and the islands in between, each place was unique and special. If I had to pick my favorites, Koh Kood is definitely on the first place for its perfect beaches and crystal clear water. Koh Tao is also high up on my list for its amazing diving experience and breathtaking viewpoints, crystal clear water, and of course Bangkok. I think it's a city everybody should visit at least once. It's colorful, busy, full of life, with amazing food. These are just my personal impressions and experiences, and I hope they help you plan your own trip to Thailand. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments and I'd love to help. If you enjoyed this video and Thailand is on your bucket list, make sure to watch my next video when I will share must-know tips for visiting Thailand.